Good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's loose at the 40 and down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27. Stroud to throw it. And this is caught by Evans. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down. This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Stroud sets up the play action. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
On the quick, right?
They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here we go. Let's go.
In motion right, that's Collins. Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. And only able to get two here, stopped at the 30. You talk about this Titan defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Now Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Stroud. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go now. Cavity Lions. Let's go.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
To the right side and intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Already.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You talk about this Titan defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Here's Stroud. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Get it! Hawk 70, Hawk!
They'll drop the throw. Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. The Titans at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Fourth down. Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself. Now the ball comes loose. Does the big boy have the juice? And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Up to midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee.
As we know on every team, head coach, offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, we often forget about the special teams coordinator. They pay him too, and boy is he excited about what his team just did. A big-time return for a touchdown.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
All right. 18. What's up? 19 Texans. Right, Tony.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. Let's go.
Stroud off the play fake. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Come on, come on. Set.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ready.
2nd and 5. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions.
Theyll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now, this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are back within a score. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And then we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Look at hot, look at hot. 18, that's it.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Houston.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
That's it. 18, that's it.
Stroud looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards on the
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This one left side, caught by Collins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
Hey, uno.
And Stroud now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. 18, that's it. Why Tony?
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. That's complete to Dell. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Play action. Stroud now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Tony.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. looking to put a drive together.
Come on, come on. Hey, hey.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go. Panthers 60. Panthers 50.
They'll look to throw here. Passes man. It's Shakir.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll give him 4 yards there. Third and 7 now. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes on that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
On for the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
And this one is right through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Already.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Stroud working out of the gun. Now, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Stroud out of the gun here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now, Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stroud to throw it. That is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Evans. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. How does the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away? And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too good.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're 1-2 plays, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attempt. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And quickly here, and that's complete. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
I should probably stop it here, boy, because I got all that hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I'll be on my little mouse drill.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now Stroud. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
All right.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
He'll drop this down to Jackson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Gravity Lions.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open, it's out and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Japanese. Hey, go.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Ready.
Another Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
76.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakakwo from 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18. Ready.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Ready. Cooking. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Whipping one in and out, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line.
A gain of 7.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Tag. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A real chance for them to start this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. 131 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Goes right side, and that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Houston's passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Houston, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.